As we step into the intrigue-laden world of the mob, join us in this riveting exploration of what might lie ahead for the iconic Soprano family. As echoes of past alliances and betrayals reverberate, speculation is rife about the fate that awaits Tony, his associates, and the legacy of the Soprano name. In the turbulent landscape of the mafia nowadays, the Soprano family found themselves ensnared in a web of legal troubles and shifting power dynamics. The FBI's relentless pursuit finally caught up with them, resulting in indictments that shook the foundation of the family. Tony Soprano, once the formidable boss, faced the grim prospect of a life sentence, with the outcome hinging on the loyalty of those who surrounded him. As the trial unfolded, long-buried secrets resurfaced, including the tragic fate of Aida. Carmela, with the weight of betrayal heavy on her shoulders, confronted the harsh reality of her marriage. The courtroom drama became a stage for the unraveling of the Soprano legacy, leaving the future of the family hanging in the balance. Depending on who decided to cooperate with the authorities, Tony's potential sentences ranged from life imprisonment for murder and racketeering to a more lenient 20 years for other charges. The streets, once under the family's firm grip, witnessed a power vacuum. The remaining members resorted to low-level criminal activities like check-cashing fraud and prescription drug dealing. Facing limited options in a world where organized crime struggled to adapt, the Soprano family grappled with sustaining their existence. Illegal gambling diminished in significance, leaving the Bing as one of the few viable sources of income. Large corporations, impervious to the intimidation tactics of the past, turned a blind eye, leaving the family to scrape together a living through unconventional means. Without Tony's clout, the family found themselves answering to New York more than ever before. The once proud New Jersey outfit struggled to maintain relevance, with the core members dwindling and alliances fraying. As Tony battled health issues, the specter of his mortality loomed large, adding another layer of uncertainty to the family's future. Let's not forget that Tony and James were very similar to each other. Yes, their personality was different, but they had identical weight and lifestyles. Tony didn't watch his diet, didn't exercise, and led a very sedentary lifestyle. In addition, he was under constant pressure and stress, which led to panic attacks. Soprano consumed alcohol and occasionally dabbled in plowing snow with his nose. The same goes for Gandolfini. James struggled with substance abuse issues. He battled addiction to alcohol and drugs throughout his life. Reports indicate that he entered rehab more than once to address these issues. The memorable scene featuring Tony and Furio urinating in front of the helicopter proved to be a costly endeavor, as it required shooting at an airport. However, the production faced repeated delays as Gandolfini was nowhere to be found. Unfortunately, he faced challenges in overcoming these struggles, and his battle with substance abuse likely contributed to his untimely death. Where am I going with this? It's that even if we imagine that Soprano survived the assassination attempt at Holston's, there's a good chance that external factors would have led to Tony Soprano's death one way or another. Crucially, Tony found himself in the crossfire, a victim of a gunshot wound that nearly claimed his life. The impact extended beyond the physical injury. Weeks of being incapacitated exacted a toll on his overall well-being. Although on the road to recovery, it was evident that he had not fully reclaimed his former strength, a fact the show explicitly acknowledged and delved into. In the wake of Tony's potential demise, the surviving members grappled with their roles. Paulie, semi-retired, Patsy eyeing the top spot, and Hesh likely gone, the dynamics shifted. AJ surprisingly found a semblance of success through therapy and ventured into an unexpected career, directing adult films. Meadow, echoing her mother's resilience, navigated a path defending the mob. Junior Soprano is 100% likely to be unable to function as a member of the mafia, as Season 6 has clearly shown how quickly his disease is progressing. Dementia will eat him one way or another. It's just a matter of time. Silvio, even if he manages to pull himself out of the coma, is likely to rethink his life and step away. While there's certainly a chance he'll follow Tony Soprano's path and take over the family, it's worth remembering that the Lupertazis won't want him as the head of the Jersey family. It's much easier for New York to put someone like Patsy in charge, someone who will be easier to control, in other words, a puppet. And knowing Silvio's character, he is unlikely to accept such an arrangement, so Dante will either have to disappear from the radar, or there is a great chance of another attempt on his life by unidentified black men. What transpired with Larry Burries remains a tantalizing revelation in the concluding season. Unraveling the narrative, it emerges that Larry Burries, in a surprising turn of events, had aligned himself with the FBI. His pivotal role unfolded when he disclosed crucial information to the authorities regarding the whereabouts of Tony's inaugural murder victim. The cunning maneuver involved deflecting suspicion away from Tony, artfully attributing the crime to the former acting boss Jackie. With Larry ensconced in federal prison, the reins of leadership likely reverted to Albert Burries, Larry's cousin. Anticipating Albert's pragmatic approach, one can infer that he would opt for the path of least resistance, aligning himself with those in control, namely the Lupertazis. The prospect of Albert assuming the mantle of acting boss seems unlikely, as his inclination would likely be to cooperate with the established leadership rather than vie for a prominent position within the family. While the fate of the Soprano family remained uncertain, one thing was clear: the landscape of organized crime had evolved. Survival demanded new strategies in a world dominated by corporations that had inherited the mantle of the mafia, operating with impunity in a surveillance state fueled by data as the ultimate commodity. The closing chapter of the Soprano family saga saw the remnants of a once mighty empire grasping for relevance in a world that had moved beyond their traditional domain. As the credits rolled, the echoes of a bygone era lingered, painting a poignant picture of a family that had weathered storms but ultimately succumbed to the inexorable forces of change. In order not to be unsubstantiated, I will give real examples from the life of the Jersey Mafia, so that it becomes clear what kinds of money-making activities mobsters are still engaged in today. Illegal substances and prostitution. DeCavalcante affiliates alongside Stango faced charges linked to their alleged planning of a prostitution venture at a Tom's River bar in 2015. The accused mob members were also implicated in cocaine dealings in Union Township during 2014 and 2015. Federal recordings unveiled conversations portraying the DeCavalcantes operating under the umbrella of the Gambino family, one of New York's prominent mafia families. Corporate takeover machinations. A Lakeys crime family member from Galloway received a 30-year prison sentence in 2015 for participating in a scheme. This elaborate plot involved him and others, including an affiliate of the Philadelphia crime family, conspiring to wrest control of a Texas financial services company. The objective was to siphon off millions of dollars from the company for personal gain. Seasonal extortion tactics. 4 reputed associates affiliated with the Genovese crime family found themselves facing charges related to a scheme that exploited New Jersey port workers' Christmas bonuses. The plot involved extorting a percentage of these holiday bonuses. 2 alleged mobsters received prison sentences in April 2015 for their roles in the scheme. Mobsters continue to rake in profits through age-old enterprises such as labor racketeering, seamlessly infiltrating construction sites to commandeer the workforce and extract a mandatory tribute from the builders. However, this particular method of fraud is a topic for a special video, and if you're interested in learning more about it, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to Vano VHS and hit the like button. And if you want to show some love to Vano VHS, you can now buy us a coffee. Check out the link on your screens.